Good morning. Today is day 3, and we're looking at from the Telegraph to the internet. Our team cooperation goal is complete tasks. When you complete tasks, you make sure your work is complete. You check your rubric to make sure that you're successful in your answers, and you discuss and share your answers. We have been working on predicting, and for word power, R controlled vowels. And for writing, we're going to be writing a summary paragraph. All right, so we are going to get out our vocabulary sheet and look at our words. So if you are doing this at home, you're going to put a plus if you know it. If you're not sure, you're going to put a question mark. Okay, so our first word is studied. Studied means to learn about. In math class, we studied how to add long numbers. Okay, and then we have pattern. Pattern is a series, shape, or design. Together, the stars made heart-shaped pattern in the sky. Then we have the word inventor. Inventor is someone who does something in a new way. The inventor works on new ideas that will change the world. Attached means connected or hooked. The flag is attached to the flagpole with a rope. Then we have instant means very quick time. My calculator adds long numbers in an instant. It's so fast. Popular means well liked, enjoyed by many. Many people love the book by the popular author. Types means kinds or sorts. The fruit market sells many types of fruit from around the world. And then ordinary means regular or usual. On ordinary days, I ride the bus to school, but on special days, Dad takes me. Okay, so we looked at, last time we read pages 42 to 45, and you made your story tree. We talked about faster letters, email, keeping in touch with the internet, the World Wide Web, take it with you, cellular phones, and what will the future bring on page 45. Okay, so let's look at a question. So what is an email? So think back to the story. What is an email? Well, an email is something you send over a computer, so it is electronic, and the E in email stands for the word electronic. Remember, the author's intent of writing the story was to tell me how the ways people communicate has changed over the years. Yesterday, we read about more ways that we communicate with one another. Millions of people around the world watch television. People can use their computers to communicate in a variety of ways. Cellular phones are very popular with people of all ages. So today, as we read, we're going to add more to our organizer from last time. And I am going to read to you. First of all, let me see. Here's our organizer that we're looking at. When I first read this section on page 37, I used the clues on the page to make a prediction about it. I said it would be about communicating in the past and the present. I used the heading, text box, and a picture on the page to make that prediction. Okay, so I am going to read to you this page. Communication now and then. Imagine your team just won an important baseball game. The team won because you hit a home run. You're very excited and very proud of yourself. You want to tell your grandmother who played baseball when she was young. You're sure she would like to hear all about it, but she lives hundreds of miles away. Do you pick up the telephone and dial her number? Maybe you send her an email or start video chatting with her. You could ask your mom to use her cellular phone. Any of these methods of communication would work. But what if you lived in the year 1850? What would you do then? Your only choice would be to send grandma a letter through the mail. That could take days. It says words to know. Communicate means to pass information to someone else. Long ago, writing a letter was the only way to communicate with people far away. And then it says Pony Express rider carrying mail and riding by men stringing telegraph wires in the 1800s. Let's look at our questions. What prediction did you make about the text on day 1? Does it match what you learned, or does what you learn match your predictions? Support your answer. Put a check mark next to your predictions if they were confirmed. Number 2 says, Morse code is a pattern of dots and dashes. Using the chart on the side of page 38, what do you think the difference is between a dot and a dash? And then which of the following best describes a party line? Is it a phone line shared by your family? A phone line used to plan neighborhood parties? A phone line shared with several neighbors? Or a phone line that is more fun than usual? And 4 says, how does a radio work? You're going to read page 38 to 40, and then you are going to add the details to your idea tree. And I will put that on here, and you'll want to pause whenever you see all the details on there. We're going to go ahead and look at word power first. Okay, so it says when an R comes after a vowel, it is often controls or changes the vowel sound. If you're having trouble reading these words, first read the R controlled vowel, then read the whole word. So for example, I have this word pattern. If I'm looking for the R controlled vowel in pattern, it's the ER, which the R is telling the E what to do. In the word inventor, I see it here. I'm putting my steering wheel above the OR because the R is telling the O what sound to make. In popular, the AR, because the R is telling the A what sound to make. And then I have ordinary. I'm going to put it in 2 places on this word, the OR and the AR, because the R is telling both of those things what to do. Okay, and then I have the word force. Where do you think I would put the steering wheel on the word force? Right, above the OR. In corner, where would I put it in corner? This one has 2 as well, in front of on top of the OR and the ER. How about in market? On top of the AR. How about in the word overthrow? On top of the ER. Okay, so I am going to put a picture of the completed tree diagram. So as you read the pages, you're supposed to add details. We've already added the details to page 41 and 37. So I'll just add a picture of the other pages so that way you can make sure that you got those filled in if you're watching this at home. And we've been talking about predicting and R-controlled vowels.